Some people say seeing is believing, so let me show you something very interesting. So this is just a normal CHC Pro type of ceramic ring heater with a Dragon Heatbreak, and I have a tube that comes from the CPAP blower. I have a 4-to-1 splitter, 1-to-4 I guess. So I split the CPAP stream into 4 different tubes, 2 for part cooling on this IDEX setup and 2 for Hotend cooling. Let's take a look. Right now this has just started to cool off. It's about 43°C right at the thermistor here, so I'm going to turn on the heater to 200°C, and as soon as it goes on, the CPAP blower goes on. And what I'm going to do is just kind of hold these together like so. We're at 78, 80, 98, 99. We're at 100°C right now, and I'm holding this heat break with my hands with just this little blower, this little stream. So 148, 154, 169, 170. We're almost there. I can feel a little bit of heat radiating from the heater, and I'm going to put the plastic right into the heat break. We're at 203, so let's extrude some plastic and give it a couple of seconds to warm up. 206, and we're extruding just like that. So my heater is stabilized at 200°C, and that's how little cooling you need to keep the hot end or the heat break cold. So I thought that was an interesting demonstration. I'm gonna switch the hot end to 0, so cool down, and we're at 199, 198. So this is how I'm able to have magnetic IDEX and now the Picolino extruder stay cold on fully 3D printed parts without any onboard cooling fans. So this tiny stream is sufficient to keep my tool nice and happy so that I can comfortably hold the heat break in my hands. So PLA, I wasn't joking really. I mentioned that the tool heads will work perfectly with a PLA extruder, with a PLA tool head. With this type of cooling, absolutely 100%. You don't need any exotic materials. It takes very little to keep this heat break nice and happy. It's nice and cool, easy to hold. I'm not at all suffering. This feels like room temperature to me, and it probably is close to room temperature. Thought this was an interesting demonstration to show. Now it's gonna start getting warmer, but we're already at 122, so no big deal. That's a really quick visual demonstration of how the CPAP and the part cooling and the Hotend cooling is done by a single blower. So one blower replaces 4 to 6 discrete cooling fans on the tool head. Imagine the space savings that we're able to achieve, and hence, let me move this out of the way, hence the Picolino extruder is able to be so nice and compact. And that's it for this short video. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.